guys, this thing has happened in my country almost every year. Every year we have riots in Uganda, and every year innocent people are being killed in my country. By innocent people, I mean these people who are not involved in the riots. I mean those people who are not the organizers of the riots. They are not presidential candidates, they are not politicians, but are paying a price that they did not wish to pay. I've jotted down some points on how we can avoid such things like stray bullets injuring us, because we all know that we're in a campaigning moment in my country, and we expect anytime a riot to come up, just like the one that we had last week. We expect anytime a riot to come up. So let us see, how are we going to avoid these stray bullets from affecting us, especially us who are not involved in these riots. We may not be presidential candidates, and we may not be people who have organized the riots, but we may be passers-by, and a stray bullet could come and let me say injure you. I don't want to use the word target you, because basically it's not targeting you, but you could be a victim. How are you going to avoid this? First of all, if you can avoid, please leave the area. Prioritize on your safety first. You're never going to vote for Bobiwine if you're dead. It's live people that matter most. So if you can leave the area as soon as possible, leave the area as soon as possible. The moment you realize that there is a riot, leave the area. That is the very first point that I think everyone should put in consideration. We know, we as Ugandans, we like watching Buvuyo, but as you're watching Kavuyo, you're going to be shot at by this stray bullet. So as long as you see that people are rioting, the best thing is to leave. Leave and maybe watch the news. You're not going to hear what happened if you're dead. You're not going to be happy with what happened if you've lost your hand. But if you had left before, maybe maybe that tear gas can would have taken up your hand. Maybe you wouldn't have been shot at by the so-called stray bullet. Then point number 2 is that find cover. If you cannot leave the area, kindly find cover. And sometimes you realize that maybe the riot is right in front of your room. By room, I mean your shop, and you cannot easily lock up and leave, but find cover. And when we talk about finding cover, we don't mean you finding cover in your car, because we are all sure that civilians rarely, or we expect 99% of the civilians never to have car bulletproof or bulletproof cars. You may not have that bulletproof car, so do not make a mistake of hiding in your truck thinking that the truck is too big and will try to maybe block the stray bullet from reaching you. We've all had scenarios where people are being killed in cars. I don't have to mention the names, but we know them as Ugandans. So do not hide in your car, don't hide in your truck, do not hide in your kiosk. Your kiosk is not bulletproof. It's as the same as hiding in your car. It is metallic, but it's not bulletproof. So don't hide in your kiosk. Do not hide behind the doors. You know how you can be hiding behind the door because you want to peep a little and see how people are rioting, who is being killed, who is really aggressive towards the police, or vice versa, like who is the police trying to beat, who is facing the police, Do not try to hide behind your door and peep. Wait for the news. Your safety matters first. So as you're finding cover, find something that can stop the bullets from reaching you. Not things like the tables, the cars, the doors. I hear the kiosks. I heard of a mzee who was killed because when he saw the riots, he simply closed the kiosk door and sat peacefully in his kiosk. Now that's where the stray bullet found him. And people were like, he was in his kiosk, why would you shoot at him? He wasn't the target, but this is a stray bullet. And the thing is, as long as it has As long as you've become a victim of the stray bullet, the rest is history. Yes, we are going to mourn for you. We are going to feel bad that you have gone, but the fact is you have gone. So better thing is avoid. If you can, either leave or find cover. The other point is if you have managed to leave, but accidentally you've left your belongings there, kindly don't go back for them. For example, maybe there is a riot in your workplace or in Kampala and it's really near your workplace. And maybe let me use this example. You are a lawyer and you had some documents that you had worked on. You know, this case, it's going to cost you 100 million the moment you win it. But when they rioted, you left your important documents that are crucial to you winning the case in that particular office, and you're sure there's, oh, let me not even say the office, you left them in a restaurant where you are having tea or evening tea or coffee or whatever it is that you are taking, and you're sure you're not going to find them, or maybe they're going to fall in bad hands, maybe in your opponent hands. So you're thinking either to save your life or to go back and pick these documents that are so important to you. My dear, think about this twice. Remember, everything else that you're trying to save has a duplicate in life. These documents have a duplicate. You can find them anywhere. They may not be on the Google account, they may not be on the Google Cloud, but they're somewhere and you can easily find them as long as you are alive. But your life does not have a duplicate in this life, and it will never. So as you're trying to go back through the tear gas and the stray bullets just to pick these very important documents, they may not even be those low documents that you're looking at. It could be your visa that you've forgotten in a particular restaurant. It can be these papers that have taken you ages to get, your travel documents that have taken you ages to get, and you're sure you are not going to get them again. Trust me, if you're not alive, you'll not be able to travel to that country that you're fighting so hard to save the papers. You're not going to be able to travel to that country if you are sick because of a stray bullet injury, if you've lost your hand because of a stray bullet, because of tear gas cans. You will not be able. So as you are thinking of braving the tear gas and the stray bullets to go and pick your visas and your travel documents, think about this twice. All the other things in life have duplicates, minus your life. So save it and don't go back for your belongings. The other thing is do whatever you've been asked for. These riots, okay, like this point of doing whatever you've been asked to do is these riots may be between civilians and the police. And that amongst the civilians, there is a particular group arranging these riots, not everyone. That is why when the police comes in, they're going to just, they feel like the civilians are all targets. They may shoot in air, but remember, whatever goes up comes down. So when you're passing near the police or when you're passing near a civilian, do whatever they've asked you to do. Why? First of all, you don't know if the civilian has a bullet. Sorry, not a bullet. If the civilian has a gun and they think that maybe you're the people they are trying to fight, because the civilian is thinking that you're one of the government people they're trying to protest against. So they'll target you. The police is thinking that you're the civilians they are trying to control, so they will target you. The best thing to do is do whatever whoever is telling you to do asks you to do. If they ask you to put your hands up, put your hands up. Don't say that, who are you telling me to do this when you're not even the police? You don't know what is going to happen again. As you're still there asking, who are you telling me to do this? You're going to cause chaos, and in this chaos you're going to attract the police, and in attracting the police you're also attracting stray bullets. So if you're not interested in that drama, just do whatever they're asking you to do during a riot as you're moving away. The other point is try to keep your identity visible. Remember, we don't know who is who. We don't know if you're the police. We don't know if you're the organizer or the ringleader of this riot. So you hiding in a hood You hiding in sunglasses is making it worse for you. It is making you a target indirectly. Keep your face visible. I'm not saying that put yourself out there and make yourself there, no, but make sure they know who you are and live. Because the most important bit of the story is for you to live. But in the meantime, make sure that they know who you are, that you're not the police and you're not the ringleader of the riot. The other point, which is also very crucial, is well, don't start the trouble at all. If you're not interested in it, just do not start the trouble at all. Let those who are interested in being injured by stray bullets start the trouble. For you, do not be part of the ringleaders. If you don't start the riot, there is no way you're going to have stray bullets. Dream big, work hard, stay positive, and trust in God.